guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Melissa and I do missing children cases on my channel. I also have another channel and it's gonna be about everything that's going on in the world, and I call that little channel Changing the World Little by Day. I think that's what I call it. I just forgot. I just uploaded last week my intro, but this Wednesday I will be uploading my first case, so y'all watch out for that and go subscribe to that channel. Also subscribe to this one, I will appreciate it very much. So today we have a case this case to me, I think it was one of the hardest cases to research. I bring all the kids cases that I've been talking about, I usually in the Charlie Project. So I'm gonna see if I can find them on YouTube. I don't know if they have a YouTube, but I will try to. I'm gonna search for them and put the website in the description below, so y'all could go check them out. This case, I'm reading it from another source. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm reading this one from the news. It's NBCnews.com. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to be talking about the Brandley sisters. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So it's sister Tionda and Diamond, and it's been 20 years since they've been missing. They vanished from Chicago. Tionda was 10 and Diamond was 3. They were last seen on July 6th of 2001. So let's go ahead and get started with that. When Tracy returned home from work in the morning of July 6, 2001, instead of being greeted by her two younger daughters, Tionda and Diamond said she was met with silence. On the back of the couch inside the apartment on Chicago's side, there was a note. Allegedly written by Tracy, 10 years old daughter Tionda, in the note claimed she and Diamond, her 3-year-old sister, had gone to the store into the school playground nearby. But there was something off about the note. Family members told Deadline the spelling and grammar seems too perfect in advance for a girl Tionda's age. Then they added it was also not like Tionda to leave a note. Instead, she would have just to call her mother. The sisters were gone. It has been 20 years since Chicago's launched what investigators say may be the city's largest missing person investigation and longest continuous search conducted nationwide. And there is still no sign of the girls. There are pictures of them, and if you want to go ahead and see them on this website that I'm reading from. We're still in limbo, the girl's great aunt Shaylee Smith told Deadline. Nobody has said anything, nobody has been arrested, nothing, but the girls are still gone. Shaylee had been the family spokesperson for the past 20 years. She created and managed several Facebook accounts, including Missing Diamond and Tionda Brandley, and helped find Tionda and Diamond Brandley in effort to find answers. This week to mark the 20th anniversary of the Brandley sister disappearance, and the National Center for Missing and Exploring Children released new age progressions photo of what they may look like today. Tionda will now be 30 years old and Diamond will be 23. It's hard to think that those girls as an adult, Shaylee said, but that's how we're looking for now. We're not looking for children, we're looking for adults or remains. Shaylee and other family members have spent the past 2 decades searching for clues, following leads, posting letters, holding vigils, all in the hope of one day finding the girls. I get so consumed in trying to find the girls that it sometimes still feels like it's 2001 again, Shaylee said. It's like no time has passed and we're right back there on that July day when they disappeared. When the girls went missing on July 6th of 2001, Tionda and Diamond were living with their mother and 2 sisters, Victoria, then 9, and Rita, then 12, in the Lake Grove Village apartments complex in the south side of Chicago. Several family members lived in the area, so they took turns caring for one another. Kids Tionda and Diamond often split their time between their mother's apartment and their grandmother's apartment in the Robert Taylor Homes, a public housing project in the Brownsville neighborhood. According to an investigation conducted by the FBI and the Chicago Police Department, the girl's mother, Tracy, left the apartment for work around 6 a.m. She gave Tionda and Diamond strict instructions not to let anyone inside. Her mother's children, Victoria and Rita, had gone to their grandmother's house that night before. When Tracy returned home around 1 a.m., the girls were gone. She said she found a note stating that they had walked to the store and school playground nearby. The girl, great aunt Shelley, told Deadline she believes Tionda wrote the note with the help from someone she trusted. The person who took the girls was right there beside her, telling her exactly what to write. Shelley says she was being coached. Their disappearance sparked massive search. Hundreds of Chicago police, federal law enforcement officers, and silver volunteers spent days and weeks searching the streets, stores, abandoned factories, buildings. They interviewed dozens of people and nearly 100 registered sex offenders, but this effort was unsuccessful. The Chicago Police Department is the lead agency in the case and is being assisted by the FBI. Deputy Director Tom Harbor of Chicago PD News Efforts Department released a statement to Daylight saying the investigation remains open and the investigation continues to follow up on tips where they receive. He added there are no new leads. The FBI has also continued investigating the girl's disappearance in conjunction with the Chicago Police Department. We have been working to bring the Brandley sisters home for 20 years, making it one of the longest continuous search conducted nationwide. Special Agent Serbian Johnson told Deadline the FBI never stopped working with the local law enforcement to bring missing children home, whether it has been days or years. Several persons of interest have been questioned over the years, but specifically suspects had not then been named in the girl's disappearance. Authorities would not say if there are any suspect at the time. The girl's family believed that they were taken by somebody they knew and who had access to them. This is not the case of a stranger danger, Shelley told Deadline. They knew to be suspicious of strangers if somebody they knew, somebody they trusted. Last week, to mark the 20 years since the girls disappeared, relatives gathered on July 6 on Chicago's South Side for the girl vigil where they released balloons and prayed for answer. A small group of family members intentionally gathered at a pristine bridge near the apartment where the girls lived at the time with their mother. Someone took Tionda and Diamond Brandley, Shelley told reporters at the event. Everybody knows Tionda and Diamond didn't just vanish. It's time to break the silence. The group walked the distance overpass to Lake Michigan, chanting, "We love you, Diamond and Tionda," as they released 20 balloons, pink for the girls, white for the gods, divine love, and emerald for the 20th anniversary, Shelley told Deadline. A second vigil was held later that day at Robert Taylor Park, where Tionda and Diamond used to visit their grandmother and take dance and gymnastics classes. Despite the 90-degree heat, more than 50 relatives, including the girls' mother, sisters, aunts, great aunts, and cousins, donated T-shirts and bottoms with the girls' face on them and claps hands as they pray. "We have to keep them in the public eye and in the news and hope it breaks through," the girl's mother, Tracy, told reporters at the vigil. "We have to keep hope alive." Tracy told NBC Chicago that she believes her daughters were victims of a crime. The family has hired a private investigator to aid in their search and urging anyone with information to come forward. While dedicating her time and resources to finding her nieces for the past 20 years, the girl's great aunt has become an advocate for other missing children and has even helped locate some of them, bringing some amount of closure to their families. "It gives me peace to know I'm helping somebody because I know exactly what they are going through," Shelley said. "At times, I feel defeated and ask myself, why can't I find other missing children, but not my girls? But I think our time is coming soon. We'll find them." Shelley told Deadline she knows the search now is either for Tionda and Diamond as an adult or their remains, but there'll always be little girls in her mind, each with their own unique personality. Tionda was a sassy and quick-witted 10-year-old who who knew phone numbers by heart and would call her great aunt just to say hey. She was the little mama to her sister Diamond and was always entertaining others with her dancing. She was always dancing no matter where it will be, Shelly told Deadline. I told her, dance for me, baby, and she'll dance and dance. Diamond, meanwhile, was a quiet, shy, laid-back little girl with a sweet smile. Shelly said she recalls being her brother's funeral just months before the girl's disappearance. As she watched Tiana dance, Diamond would peek around the corner at her with a shy smile. It would be the last time Shelly saw her great nieces. I'm not sure that they are out there alive, Shelly told Dylan, but we still hold on to hope. You have to have hope. Shelly said the important thing is that the girls are not forgotten. She remembers looking at missing children on a milk carton when she was young and thinking how awful for their families. But then she forgot about the face on the carton and went about her life, until she received the newspaper not long after her niece's disappearance, and there in black and white, just like the child on the milk carton, were the faces of her own loved ones. You never think it could happen to you, but it can, Shelly said, adding one last plea. Please give us our babies. Whatever they're grown or their remains, we just want our babies back. And anyone with the information about Tiana in Diamond's cases is asked to contact the Chicago Police Department at 312-747-5789 and the FBI Illinois at 312-421-6700 or the National Center for Missing and Exploiting Children at 1-800-THE-LOST, and I will have all the information at the bottom in the description. Guys, this is the reason why I do this. I don't do this to grow my channel and have, I hope to grow my channel? Obviously, yes, I do, but I do this because of this. These stories need to be told. These babies need to be brought home. We need to keep hope that someday this family is going to get an answer. I don't do it for views. I don't do it for subscribers. Like I said, yes, I do want my channel to get as much view as possible. I want my YouTube channel to grow. I don't edit none of my videos. I don't edit and I don't care. I don't edit quick, so I don't care. I don't care. The only thing I care is about telling y'all these stories, keeping this story alive, because this is what matters. I have a child of my own, and I cannot imagine what it is to go through life not knowing where your children are. If they're hungry, are they being treated right? Are they cold? Are they hot? You never know, and I would never wish this into any of the worst enemy that I could have, because this is something that you and nobody should go through. And this is why I do it. This is why I decided to just do my channel and talk about missing children. I don't know if there's another channel that does this, and if you do, please go ahead and subscribe, and I will subscribe to yours as well and give me some feedback and everything. But I don't need no negativity. If I see negative comments or anything negative, I will block you, and I will block you out of my YouTube, because I'm not doing this to have people be negative about how my videos are this and my video. No, I do this because these kids need their story told. These kids, the more the years pass, the more social media is gonna get bigger, and we already know it is. And we need to help these family get some answer. And I hope that if you know something, please say something. You may have been scared back then, but now you could say something. And I do believe that it's somebody that knows the family and that the girls knew, because I remember, I think I seen a YouTube video of this case, and I remember the aunt saying that this spelling for a 10-year-old, it was too perfect for her to write it. And like she said, when they wanted to go somewhere, they would call their mom or call their grandma or whoever, they knew and told them, they wouldn't let her know. They would not write a note, and you know, and just no, they would, she, if they wanted to go somewhere, she would call. Just the way her mom and her aunt and her family talks about her, she sounds like she was a very smart little girl. She was responsible for 10 years old, and I hope, and this, whoever watches this video or any other video of her or anything, remembers seeing something, or remember something, hearing something, no matter what it is. I will keep doing these videos as long as I can, because this is my passion. When you have a child on your own, you understand what real love is. You understand what it is to protect a child, and you would do anything and everything to protect your child. And I could never imagine what these families have to go through, not knowing what is going, where their children is, and not knowing and wondering, you know, every holiday, every Christmas, every birthday is not the same. So thank you so much. I will see y'all Friday with the new missing child's case, but I will also see y'all Wednesday in my other channel. Y'all stay safe. Love y'all.